Will and Roger are guarding their neighborhood. But they're two cops in any town, USA. And there have been a rash of burglaries in this particular neighborhood. And so they're parked there watching. And they see these two shadowy figures going into good people's houses to steal. And of course they drive down to them, and the two take off. Oh, it's Jim and Charles. Sometimes he goes by Charlie. The Mormon LDS, Latter-day Saint Missionary. And they should have known that from the beginning of the foot chase. But from the beginning of the chase, because they stopped to put on the bike helmets and ran to the bikes with a whole lot of reflective gear and well, you should have reflective gear if you're on at night, out at night. And they chase, and of course they're on bicycles, so of course they go across a vacant lot, a field or something, and they jump out. By the time they get up to this big bush, they've switched clothes, Jim and Charlie. They're in that Latter-day Center morning attire, afternoon attire. The suit-looking thing, white shirt, little pin that says elder. I think that's to get them an in one way, shape, or another with folks who are actually elders. Elderly. Because of course that's who they're preying on a lot of times. They're going to neighborhoods where folks are off at work. Except for the retired and the little old ladies and little old men are there watching them a case in the neighborhood. You get out your cameras. 212 to document that Mormon character left and right. But Will and Roger, they see their dressed in their morning style of dress, and they see the duffel bag, backpack with a little bit of that black outfit sticking out. But Will says to Roger, well, you know what's going to happen? We're going to talk about how these folks are robbing us, and from the city, state, county, or federal level, someone's going to come in and basically say they're Mormons, you can't do anything about that. Oh yes, you can. So they'll have to drop it, as they're often told when the Mormons are involved all across America. This is mine from 2013. It printed a little darker, but you get the idea. This is actually what the eyes look like most of my life, up until around 2013, maybe a little earlier. And here's about a year later, before I ended up in the hospital with the stigmata wounds, lost 80 pounds in 1 month. All part of this. Smaller brown circus slowly disappearing, bigger bluer circus growing in through and around. The brown there on its way out. The new eye's on their way in. Got to go on with the whole body. That's why I'm in the wheelchair. Got to go on with the bones, muscles, the organs. And along the way, as I'm trying to do that, Misa prescribed insulin to me and kind of laughed as he told me it was slow acting, meaning I've been taking it most of this year, 2018, and then it hit me like a ton of bricks about 3 weeks ago. 25th was when I went to the hospital. It's somewhere between 3 weeks and a month. I started feeling affection for it was a Tuesday, so it must have been the Tuesday before that trip to the hospital, the 25th. That what they had me, never again. Clearing the needle with the Triceba insulin needle with what they had me clearing it with. You clear it out to keep any bubbles or anything in there. And it's on a paper towel and you smell it. And for those first 2 days of that incredibly intense smell of that, along with the taste I now associate with the insulin, it built up inside of me. As you can check on those files from yesterday that I designed. One about the Dignity Health. Check it out on Flickr. My Flickr, you can find it through ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com. And also LA Fire Department several times now. Not done their job properly. Showed up with alcohol in their breath to take me to that incompetent Dignity Health Hospital, Glenwood. I'm from Monroe, Louisiana. There's a hospital in West Monroe, Glenwood. It's where a devil couple worked for a while. And Glendale Memorial. And they did not do their job at all. They ignored the insulin poisoning. It's all Dr. Mumbo Jumbo. They can, like those debate exercises, they can get on either side of a thing and throw bullshit at you and see what that is, who can give the most convincing argument this way or that way. Here's something you check with to check the integrity of Dignity and also the integrity of fire station, which I can see from from my window here. There's 2 flags I think up here. I see one, I see the other. One's the fire station. Checking Post 5, you send your tourists out here. Are they going to be taken to decent hospitals? Answer it all with a simple question. Get decent medical equipment. Is the drunk driver driving the ambulance going to slam into something on your way to the hospital? Here's how to solve a lot of that integrity stuff that is used intensely to be in the way of Jesus' Immaculate House. You call it whatever you want, Opportunity House. Also to the truth about 93 checks. I've been asking for a decade. For over a decade. Oh, excuse me. I've been asking for over a decade for the first 9/11 Flight 93 check. What's that? That's you picking up your phone trying to call me. 424-229-4140. Whatever boring thing you get. Phone ring, error message, busy signal. It's not going to be boring. You need firemen, police, and paramedics. And you're experiencing that political, religious, business, and personal censorship. It's going to be just as newsworthy, guys, as when I'm asking for a decade and not getting 193 check. And yes, you send your tourists out here to California, you don't know if they're going to get the same treatment. Someone who's telling you about your high-tech lifeline right now, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. Those who are hijacking your call to me are worried enough about all their phone records covered up. You don't know, you come out here, you're going to get decent medical treatment, you get sick on your vacation. So you ask LA's fire department. Oh, they got their own fives, aside from those, that 5 I just showed you for all firefighters, a noble profession, same with the policemen. They got their own about that character they have shown me. And an easy way for you to check it. They don't know, living in Los Angeles, living in California, me asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for a decade, not getting one. They don't know about that. They're involved or they're incompetent. How would firemen be involved? Who knows? Connections to someone else. Part of that in this disinformation campaign. Yeah, I'm still working through that incident. That and growing a new set of eyes there. Whole new body. They don't know what that is. Your phone not working has nothing to do with anything going on this side of the camera. It's a matter of you documenting your phone. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed, and it not working, you not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work. Try to call me up in front of every network news anchor, every local news anchor, everyone in the public eye. Oh, let me put that part in as long as I'm going on for 10 minutes. You tell them everything's fake news compared to your family's lifeline not working when you need it to work. Why aren't they covering that? Everything's fake news. You not doing the news, it's news. And that reminds me of, I'm watching the news. I'm watching a little more TV than I usually do. Yeah, still weak. Still in a lot of pain. Pain level's going down from what I would say is a 9.5 to a 9. Usually it's at an 8 with the muscles and bones and that change I'm talking about with the eyes and the rest of me. Well, I'm watching the news. Let me get to that so I can finish up. And I see a nice, cute story. It's a nice, cute story, but we'd rather you be covering our high-tech lifelines. About, it must have been a half dozen firemen in Louisiana, all having kids. Man, I think they had them spread out on the gear, the raincoat kind of thing or something like that in a circle. And this is what they're covering as the whole thing. Look for past videos. I can't go over it, but it was to remind me of a devil couple from Louisiana. The antics at Dignity Health in Glendale Memorial. It was to remind me, and I think it's a kind of a move back. You know how these firefighters out here, these paramedics aren't doing their job. They're nice. They got families. And all I could think about was, when the devil couple worked for Glenwood. One of them had a baby. And, oh, man, the same intense kind of pain. And in my fun street fiction, I would call it chem and bio. But the same kind of stuff going on. And, that's the reason I came out here. Less anger, less stuff making me in pain from Louisiana. So, check and post if I tell our reporters what, I believe it was on the 10th of October. That same time when the LA firefighters took me to LACUSC bus 1010. With that heart attack, no chest pain, no shortness of breath, no nothing. Enough of my rambling. Make that video of America's High-Tech Lifelines, 424-229-4140. Call up California's LA offices with those network news anchors and check and post at 5 in front of them. Why aren't you covering news right in your own city? 424-229-4140. Don't send your tourists out here till you get an answer from the LA Fire Department about John Milton Brady 911 Flight 93 checks and their proficiency to conduct their noble profession. And also don't go to Dignity Health until you get an don't go at all. They're incompetent. But you try to call me in front of them. 424-229-4140. What are you doing taking part in this kind of extreme religious, political, business censorship in America? Come tell me in person when you can't reach me by phone. Oh, I sure felt like Hussein was a terrorist laying in that emergency room there in intense pain. You ask and answer Jesus' question about Hussein. Yeah, that's one of the wounds from 2014, genetic in nature. Same as with the eyes. Ask and answer Jesus' question about Dignity Health and the LA firefighters as well. And come see me in person. Have Wood Traps the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. Those 1,000 points of light. It's just got me in it. All my image, 25,000 plus images. Just have me, handsome bald guy here, in my imagery. And LA. You see something besides me there? Someone's torn down the Great Wall of Evil. We started to build those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present of greatness with. Be a part of that. And you can call it an opportunity. It has to be once opportunity for a whole lot of folks all over the world to build a better world. But I tell you, Jesus is Immaculate House. It's in the fine print, and there will be a test at the end. I hear it's pass, fail, or purgatory.